Hello, in this short video I'm going to show what's new in Strimzi 046 release. So first of all, we had more than 200 PRs and 20 contributors. So thank you very much to all the contributors who are contributing to the Strimzi project for this release. First of all, the supported configurations. So Strimzi 046 is supported on Kubernetes starting from the release 1.25. And the last tested version is the latest Kubernetes release, which is 1.33. We also dropped the support for Kafka 380 and 381, and now the supported Kafka versions are 390, which remember is the last Kafka version supporting Zookeeper-based clusters. And also we support Kafka 400, which is the first version of Kafka supporting only the Craft-based cluster, so without Zookeeper. Regarding this, we had one main removal. So we removed the support for Zookeeper-based clusters. It means that before upgrading to Strimzi 046, you have to migrate all your Zookeeper-based cluster to Craft mode. And you can do so by using the Strimzi 045 release and leveraging the Craft migration feature that the release provides you. So remember, before upgrading 046, migrate all your Zookeeper-based cluster to be Craft clusters. We also removed Mirror Maker 1, so as before, you have to migrate to Mirror Maker 2 before upgrading to Strimzi 046. Regarding removals, we also removed the storage class overrides. So it means that if you want to use different storage class for your nodes, you have to use multiple Kafka node pool custom resources for your nodes like brokers or controllers if you are using Craft with a different storage class each. We also removed the Strimzi mbar configuration provider and Mirror Maker 2 extensions. They were already deprecated in the previous version, now they are totally removed, and you have to use the official ones provided by the Kafka project, so the Apache Kafka mbar config provider and the identity replication policy. Other than removals, we had a couple of deprecations. The first one is related to the Open Policy Agent, which right now you are using with the type OPA. It's deprecated and will be removed in the future. You can still use OPA, but via the type custom authentication. Regarding the type custom authentication, we are also deprecating the way to mount additional Kubernetes secrets using a secrets list. This will be removed in the future, but you can do the same by using the template section to configure additional volumes. There were also some notable changes. The first one is about Kafka 4 using the new version of Log4j, so using Log4j 2. So it means that you have to update any logging configuration you have if you plan to upgrade to use Kafka 4. Also, still regarding Kafka 4 and starting from Kafka 4, in order to enable the JMX reporter, so to expose the Kafka metrics by using JMX, you have two ways. The first is the usual one provided by Strimzi, so enable the metrics in the spec Kafka metrics field within your Kafka custom resource. The other one is explicitly add the JMX reporter in the metric.reporters Kafka configuration parameter, so within the Kafka configuration in your Kafka custom resource. There were some other changes. Another one is about having the Kafka node certificates not be anymore in just one big secret, but in separate secrets, so one secret per pod. We also moved the Kafka Connect and HTTP bridge configuration to use a config map, one for each of them, so no mvars anymore, less scripting for starting them. And we also upgraded the HTTP bridge to 0.32. With this version of the bridge, we have two main new things. The first one is dropping the support for OpenAPI v2. So right now the bridge will support only OpenAPI v3, which is what you get in terms of specification by using the corresponding endpoint on the bridge itself. And also we added the support for customizing the Prometheus JMX exporter configuration. In the previous version, you get a kind of hard-coded embedded JMX exporter configuration you cannot change. Now you have the possibility to specify a configuration parameter, bridge matrix exporter config path, pointing to the file having the configuration for the JMX exporter. We also bumped the OAuth library to the 0.16.2 version. Other changes were about configuring the SSL principal mapping rules and the custom trusted CAs within the type custom authentication. We also made a change on the Kubernetes events emitted during a pod restarting. So in this case, the changes were about having the Kafka custom resource as the regarding object of the event, and the pod which is rolled, which is restarted in the related field. Of course, as all the previous releases, we had additional improvements, bug fixes, and dependency updates. So that's all about the new Strimzi 0.46 release. I hope that you will enjoy it and you will upgrade all your system by using the latest release. And of course, for any feedback, please engage with the community, and here in this slide you can see all the way to engage with us. Thank you very much.